I was just watching the Leon Edwards videos and I was watching his highlights on YouTube. And I know he got the title shot versus Kamaru Usman, but he got the title shot versus Kamaru Usman. But let's look at a few things here. Why doesn't he get the push and the promotion from the UFC that he deserves? He's on a 10-fight win streak, well, 9-fight with one no contest. He's on a 9-fight win streak in the toughest division in the UFC, which is not, I mean, the second toughest. I guess you can argue maybe lightweight or welterweight is tougher, but whatever. Let's just say it's the toughest. Toughest division in the UFC. 8-fight win streak, 9-fight win streak, beating everybody, beating RDA, Tumanov, who else? Vicente Luque. Those guys are high level competitors. Well, Nate Diaz is not really a high level contender, but he's a fucking amazing fighter to watch. Why doesn't he get the promotion and the push that he deserves? Why doesn't he get the followers? Why doesn't he get the praise? Why doesn't he get the push, the promotional push from the UFC? And guess what? The reason why he doesn't get I know everyone's going to make me out to be the bad guy in the comment section here if I say this, but the reality is the reality. The reason he doesn't get the push from the UFC is because he's black. I mean, of course, I'm the bad guy now for mentioning that. Whatever. But think about that though. He's the bad guy just because he's black. Why don't fans get behind him like they get behind even Darren Till? That motherfucker can lose 5 fights in a row and they'll still come behind him. Conor, he can lose every fight and people will still support him. And even, well, obviously people will say, oh, what about Kamaru Usman? He gets the support. Does he though? I mean, yeah, he does. But he had to be on a 15-fight win streak to get the love from the fans. So when you're black in MMA, you have to be so exceptional and so good to get the support. So the bar is kind of set much higher for the black athletes, but the white athletes, they get the title shots even if they don't deserve it. Like, for example, look at Conor. He got title shots after title shot even though he didn't really even deserve the title shot. One fight, one win in 3 years. Colby. How are you guys going to tell me Colby deserved the title shot over Leon Edwards? How are you going to tell me that? Leon beat Luque. He beat he beat a lot of guys. Obviously, I mean, he beat that guy Gunnar Nelson too. Gunnar Nelson's a good fighter. He's a black belt. He beat Gunnar Nelson. He beat RDA, a Hall of Famer. He beat Vicente Luque. Look at what Luque is doing now. And Colby gets the title shot over Leon Edwards. How does that... I get it. It's a business. It's a promotion. And the numbers matter. So that's probably why. But let's talk about why he doesn't get the promotional push from the machine that is the UFC. Why don't fans give him the respect that he deserves? Because he's black and he's not, he's not white. And that's what it is. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. And obviously everyone's going to make me out to be the bad guy. All these white people are going to make me out to be the bad guy. They're going to say, stop race baiting. Not everything is about race. Which is the furthest thing from the truth. Because in reality, when you deal with reality, race is always a factor in everything. Doesn't matter what you do. Job, relationship, whatever you wanna say, race matters, and it does matter. People hire People hire people based on race. Indians, they hire Indians. Chinese, they hire Chinese. So race is always a factor in everything that we do in life. And people say, oh, race doesn't. It does matter. It always matters. It's always a factor. You can say that it doesn't, but you know it does. You're only saying that because what I'm saying is uncomfortable and it's the truth, but you don't want to admit it because you want the status quo to keep going. You know? That's crazy to think about. Because you're a certain shade of color, or because you're from a certain area. Okay, what about Francis Ngannou? Okay, the knockouts. But he's not getting paid what he deserves. He's getting paid $600,000, but you know, I mean, it's nothing. Like, that's not much because you got to pay coaches, tax, all this stuff, and then he's probably left with what, 200K, 100K, maybe less. It is what it is, man. That's the life. Certain fighters get more push than others. I mean, it's just the way the world is. You know, I'm not really, and I understand that this is the way it's always been, and it will always continue to be this way. But damn, just thinking about it is kind of, you know, it's a little bit interesting to know that, you know, the way the skin color, the color of your, just because you're not this is more important. Being this is more important than being this. If you want to be successful in terms of marketability, if you want to be successful in fighting, in life in general, this, which, you know, I understand. That's the way the world is. It is what it is. I'm not really complaining, you know, but I'm just putting it out there to the world, and, you know, it is what it is. It's kind of fucked up though, isn't it? Just to think about, like, you have to work 10 times harder than the white person to get the same respect, the same accolades, the same accomplishment, the same everything. Wow. That's just crazy to think about. Wow. I mean, wow. Crazy. I'm out. Peace.